G'day wherever you are, my name's Callum and I am team leader of Team Pollutants at the Disco for Govhack 2017. We made a little thing called the emissions visualizer, putting the pollutants into perspective. Now we found this dataset called the NPI National Pollutant Inventory dataset and we found it very interesting, so we thought we'd give it a visualization because we couldn't find one that we found online that well. So why should we care about emissions? Well, first of all, it has a huge impact on climate change, and with it, all the species, flora and fauna that we owe this great land of Australia so much to be thankful for. It's very important for healthcare as well, with young children growing up in environments that could be potentially polluted, and this would have a massive effect on their health throughout the rest of their life. So it's very important that people are aware of the pollution in the environment around them at all times. And lastly, it's super important for agriculture. I'm sure everyone is aware that agriculture is very popular in the media, and particularly when it comes to pollution, coal seam gas, fracking the Murray-Darling Basin, that sort of thing. Very important that people know about it. So what is the big issue? Well, first of all, industries that are polluting are often some of the major sponsors to political parties, and therefore legislation, it's hard to change legislation when there's so much back pressure against it, economic back pressure. On the other hand, you also have a lot of people that like to go on bandwagon campaigns and just pick apart. Everyone loves to hop on the bandwagon and fight against these big corporations, even though they may not know all the facts. So why is knowing all the facts so difficult, it seems? Well, for one, these systems are very outdated and very hard to use. Most of the time they are just straight up spewing points of data out into the air, and it's very hard to gain any kind of intuition about this data at all. But the thing is, it's all there, so why don't we visualize it? Therefore, existing systems are difficult, we made it easy. We made an app called the Emissions Visualizer. You can use it to filter by any substance available to the National Pollution Index, any industry, and any emission type as well, including air point and air fugitive, which have slightly different meanings, it seems, and we explain this all throughout the app. It's a very easy to use application. You can scroll in and see each individual factory and their name, and clicking on them will take you to their website and also all the reports for pollution that they've made and their improvements over time. So that's great and all, but who really cares about pollution data? Well, it turns out pollution data is very, very interesting. When you look at substances, you can actually access more info, and it turns out that the National Pollutant Agency inventory has kept up to date through all these years. Fantastic descriptions, substance details, health effects, and you name it, everything you could possibly want to know, it's all in here. And you can know the effects of any, say there's a factory down the road, you're worried about what it could be polluting you with. Well, now you know. And you know how to avoid getting sick as a result. Maybe if you are feeling sick, maybe you know how to get help. Very important. So if you would like to check it out, I would highly encourage it. Please go to pollutant.space, and I hope you enjoy the application. Have a lovely day. Thank you.